Good morning, bike farmers. I am here at Brigham County Park again. I'm here for the Wright Stuff Century. It's part of the Bombay Bicycle Club. It's their annual century ride. It's a charity ride, and it's benefiting Bikes for Kids Wisconsin, which is the bike charity that I founded 6 or 7 years ago now. So every year they pick a different charity, and it's come back around on Bikes for Kids. So I thought I'd sign up for it. We've got 100 miles planned today. It goes through the hills of Driftless, Wisconsin, out to the birthplace of Frank Lloyd Wright in Spring Green. We've been there before. It's a hilly ride, 105 miles, 6,500 feet of climbing. We get some steep hills, but looks like a great route. And then we're gonna end up going south, so a nice mix of terrain and all of that. In my past ride videos, people are like, we wanna know more about the bike. So here's my bike. This is my custom built Ellis road bike. There's a build video on it, and then a rebuild video, and this is the rebuild. But I've got SRAM Axis Force wireless drivetrain. That's a 33 tooth small ring there, and I don't even know what the big one is. I think it's 46, and then it goes 10 to 33. So 33 is my low gear, 1x1. Yes, it's electronic shifting, it's 12 speed, all of the things that the bike farmer likes to talk trash about for regular bikes for regular people, but this is not a regular bike, and I'm not a regular person. This is a red shift suspension seat post and my trusty Brooks B17, very comfortable. Got Velo Orange Grand Cru rim brakes, which work so well. I just had it in the Alps, and yeah, really absolutely wonderful rim brakes. I'm a huge fan of the caliper brake, actually. I'm kind of learning that about myself. Ritchie carbon fork and Velocity Race or Pro Race, I don't know, the fancy road wheels. These are the Bike Farmer water bottles that everybody wants that I will be selling soon. You'll see the video on these lead out bags that they sent me that I'm absolutely loving. So this is a saddle bag with my tools in it. And then this I use for my camera equipment, which I think is kind of up on the workbench. This is a steel custom built, fillet brazed by Dave Wages at Ellis. Beautiful craftsmanship. Videos on that as well. All right, for my gear, and this is all brand new from Ornat. Full disclosure, they sent me these clothes. Now Ornat is, you can ride like a rolling billboard or not. This is not fancy, not flashy, I should say, but very fancy bike clothing. Competes with the best that's out there, but brand new bibs, chamois, a really lightweight jersey. It's gonna be about 80 degrees and sunny today. It's gonna be perfect. But this morning it's like 60, and so I've got this wind coat. I don't remember the names of all this. Go to their website, just Google Ornat, you'll find them. And I'm gonna this will be my first big ride with this stuff. I tried it once before. It's very comfortable, very unassuming, very good. There's my helmet for all of you people that think I'm anti-helmet. I am not anti-helmet. I am anti-helmet advocacy. I think I'm gonna get dressed up in my cycling costume or not. Such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. How do I not know the words of the song? I'm terrible with song lyrics. Anyway, so I don't usually wear bibs. And I don't usually wear bibs because usually the straps go right across my nipples and they start to chafe. And I hate it. But these are kind of off to the side, and this jersey is very soft. I'm hoping I have 0 nipple problems today. Too much information? You get to decide that for yourselves, bike farmers. But this jacket, and I can't remember the names of any of this stuff, so go to the website and find out, but it's an Ornat jacket, is absolutely fabulous. I love it. And everything fits good. I just use their sizing charts on their website. Everything fits great. The bibs have pockets in them. And I always ride with my phone here because I like to take a lot of photos and maybe even get some more video footage for you when I'm riding, which is dangerous and drives everybody crazy, so don't do it. But I do it, but you shouldn't. There's a little patch thing here that says for snacks or not. That's what this pocket's for snacks or not. I might go try to find some snacks. Oh, let's talk about food. So before every endurance ride, I get started with a Naked Mighty Mango and a quick trip from the Quickery triple berry muffin. Now here in Wisconsin, we have Quick Trips, which are the absolute best. And actually the very first Quick Trip was started by my grandmother's cousin. If you go to the bathroom, in a lot of them, there'll be a sign on the wall. If you have a problem with this bathroom, call 1-800, I don't know, dirty Quick Trip bathroom. And then signed by owner Don Zitlow. That's the old man. And it was my grandmother's cousin. So anyway, triple berry muffin. I just get calories, lots of sugar, lots of carbs. All I do for nutrition is get to the next rest stop, get to the next Quick Trip, get to the next whatever. And then I just carry 2 bottles of water. It's good enough for who it's for. These are, I don't know if you can even see it, Dromarty leather cycling shoes. I get the mountain bike ones so I can walk around in Quick Trips. And I ride SPD pedals. But anyway, these are 5 years old, maybe even 6 now. And I'm on my 3rd or 4th pair of laces. And I lube them up every once in a while when they get like this. I can't say enough good things about them. They're the most comfortable, best cycling shoes ever. And I want to get a black pair, but these brown ones are great. You know, something interesting about my path into cycling here, and road cycling is, I said for many, many years, a couple decades, that I like fixing them more than riding them. And it wasn't until I met my wife, who lived out here in the Driftless, that I started road biking and realized how wonderful road biking is, or at least how much I love it. And then at Gibbs Bike Shop would say, you know, people would come in and say, I'm not a big biker, and say, well, we aren't either. And for a while I could say that. I think I'm a big biker now. I'm all dressed up as a biker. I'm a total hypocrite. I've gotten some comments, oh, you know, this guy says that it's good enough for who it's for, and nobody needs a fancy bike and whatever. And then I've got like super fancy bikes and I dress in all the fancy clothes, and you know, you gotta have the right equipment for the level that you're at. That's all I care about. And right now, this is the level that I'm at, and this is my equipment, and this is what I do. And I'm also kind of like, I don't know, a friend's dad once said, buy the best and you'll never be disappointed. And like these Dromarty shoes and hopefully this Ornat clothing and my Ellis bike is like, it just proves that. Like I just had to buy this stuff once, basically. I mean, maybe I'll wear it out, but I just won't ever be disappointed. And I've tried with other things to buy cheap stuff, and sometimes it works out, but like 90% of the time it doesn't. So I'm also, you know, like, it's like work with what you got, but get the best stuff you can. Get the best stuff you can afford, do your research. It's just a philosophy of mine. And I'm gonna prove it today because we're gonna have a wonderful day on the bike. Let's go check out the crowd that's forming outside the van. What a beautiful morning. I'm gonna walk over there and check out the sunrise quick. Oh man, the leaves begin to fall. It is September 1st, by the way, which is the beginning of adventure season for the bike farmer. This is the view from Highway F at Brigham County Park. And now that I'm way up here on the hill, I am feeling that wind right in my face. I believe I'm mostly looking south here, so I'm sorry, I'm looking north here. So actually it feels like a northeast wind. Anyway, those are our roads. So Bombay Bicycle Club has been around forever. You know, probably the premier road cycling club in the area. Everybody's just out here to enjoy themselves on a road bike. It's gonna be a great crowd. I know a lot of people. Should be fun today. Yeah, people are lining up to get started, so let's do this thing. Morning, Tim.
You got it? Make sure you got it. There we go, Andy.
Yep.
I got to give you a wristband. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Now this is how you start a bike ride. Best view in southern Wisconsin.
It's gorgeous today, man.
So we're gonna go downhill for the first few miles here. We're only 10 miles in, and it's already warmed up. Sun's out, guns out. But just with a couple of zippers unzipped, I can feel this lightweight Ornat jersey underneath my shell, and the wind's just blowing right through me. It's so comfy. People showed up to ride bikes today. They're all way up there. And I'm just gonna kick back and enjoy my day. %. Feels more like 18. Trending. Oh. May not look like much to you. We sure do feel it. How you doing back there?
All right.
It's a little steep. Oh. Last minute push to 15% here. Yeah. Shed a layer. Squigglies. Instant gratification. Okay, coming up on the first rest stop here at, I think it's St. John's. I just had a little banana and got out of there, filled my bottle. They said we'll be back there at mile 40. So that's what, 24 miles. That's perfect. 2 hours. Hour and a half. Somewhere in between. I think this is my favorite property in all of the Driftless. The house and that barn, and then that little wetlands down there. Good pasture. And then this little spur goes back a little bit further. This is the Unity Chapel where Frank Lloyd Wright was buried. And he's no longer buried there. He's been exhumed and moved to Taliesin West, which is in New Mexico somewhere. And I love this scene right here. What a home. I think it's the best road cycling on the planet. Heading out of rest stop number 2, mile 37. I gotta figure out my microphone. I'm very pleased with my new or not clothing, and I'm not just saying it because they gave it to me. This jersey is fantastic. It's very lightweight. You know, it's 75, 80 degrees today and sunny. It's a little chilly for 70 degrees, but perfect once the sun comes out. And so far, I'm happy to report my nipples feel fantastic. There's absolutely no chafing upon thine nips. You're welcome. We got the mile 57 rest stop here. The crowd is thinned out. Had a Coke. The volunteers. And this is Kita. Kita! Come say hi to the camera. The world's friendliest dog. Hi, Kita. Heading out. Got 23 miles to Blanchardville with the wind at our backs and mildly hilly. Leaving Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. Nice thing about Mount Horeb is it's on the top of the mount. So pretty much every time you leave, you get to go downhill. We got ourselves about a 2-mile descent here. Mile and a half. Okay, so 73 miles, and we're coming up on Blanchardville. We're on one of the side roads. It's good living out here. These guys are lucky. Anyway, there's more hills. See you at the rest stop. Okay, Blanchardville rest stop, 80 miles. And I'm here with Christy Goforth, who is the executive director of Bikes for Kids Wisconsin.
Woo! Yeah, cool to meet Andy out here.
I started Free Bikes for Kids Madison in 2016.
Yep, first giveaway in 17.
And then I did that for like 4 years. And then when I didn't want to do that anymore, I reached out to Christy and asked her if she wanted it, and the timing was perfect.
Timing was great for me. I was in transition.
And so now you're on what, year 5?
Yeah, 4.5 years, right. Started in April of 2020 too, remember?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
When the pandemic shut down, we were all,
It was like a week bore the pandemic, or right?
Yeah, it was like a month after the shutdown, really.
Yeah.
So, but it worked, the timing of that worked out so well because I remember a first board meeting, the board saying, I don't think we're going to have a bike giveaway this year, Christy. And I was like, we'll figure it out. Zip it.
Right.
We got to figure it out. And what it was all the public transit was closed. And so it was a perfect transition point. That year we gave to 1,100 essential workers. And it was kind of the start of like, we need to make sure this is transportation equity work. We need to, make sure everybody has access to bikes. Kids being critical, because if you don't have a bike as a kid, you won't have one as an adult.
Yep.
But then, that really started kind of the beginning of that.
Yeah, I always thought it should just be like free bikes, not necessarily for kids, or free bikes for families or something like that. And you've really taken that next level. And then one thing, we always had to find a new space every year, and now you kind of have a permanent space, somewhat permanent.
Yeah, we just got our re-upped our lease for 2 more years.
Wow.
And we're in South Madison, so right kind of at Rimrock and the Beltline in Madison. It's a great location for us, right off the Cap City Trail.
And how many bikes a year are you giving away?
Dude, this is a great timing because we just tallied our giveaway numbers for this year because I'm starting to do some grants and they were wondering what these numbers are. We are today at 2,497.
Amazing.
So we're about to smash our record. We're about 2,000 bikes a year. Last year, I think we gave away 2,026. So we're about to smash our record. We'll be over 2,500 here in no time. We'll get a little back to school rush.
Yep.
The kids that can't get to school, don't have busing, we'll get a little bit of that next week. And so we're going to hit that 2,500.
I was really excited because towards my end of Free Bikes for Kids, I just felt like I had reached my limit of what I was capable of pulling off because I don't live in Madison. This isn't my community and that sort of thing.
And kind of the part-time, or, kind of a part-time nature of it.
Yeah, and I've loved watching the work you've done and how it's grown and changed and, the permanent location and it's turning into this nonprofit community bike shop.
Yeah.
It's where I get a lot of the bikes that I'm flipping on the channel.
Yeah.
And so everybody wins. And it's just good to have a resource like this in our community. So thank you so much for manning it and keeping her going.
It's a phenomenal thing to be a part of. I mean, these hundreds of stories of how bikes have changed lives. We get to hear that and I get to, share those stories. It's quite incredible.
Awesome.
So something we're going to roll out in September is a new membership model. So you can become a member of Bikes for Kids Wisconsin, which means you can come into the bike shop, you can work at a bench, work on your own bike.
Oh, very cool.
You get discounts on bikes, you get discounts on tools or parts if we need a special order. So that'll be kind of fun. So it'll be an annual membership program and we'll roll that out in September here.
She's going to do it all.
Just got to keep it going. It's with this nonprofit work, especially in a climate like now where inflation is cost of living is very high and people are struggling. We see our individual donations going down, right? And all the grants and foundations, they're all getting more requests than ever. And we're getting more demand than ever. We're about to reach 2,500 bikes, so you can see that's clear.
Yep.
It's just really important that we get these other revenue streams in place to make sure we can sustain the work.
Yeah, I'll have a link in the description for anybody who wants to throw Christy a few bucks.
Yeah, we'd love it.
It's definitely a worthy cause. Let's make bikes accessible for everyone.
Woo, agree.
Thanks.
Awesome. Bye, everybody.
Rolling out of Blanchardville rest stop. We got 25 miles to go, uphill into the wind. Kill me now. Good old Blanchardville, Wisconsin. This is rural, folks. Here we've got the village hall, the library, and the police department, all in this one gigantic monstrosity. Look at that. Oh, it's the fire department too. Isn't that great? Here, we'll go downtown. So I have some friends that live out here. They have a farm stay, Circle M. You should come check it out. Tavern, Harley's. Tavern and Harley's. Every town in Wisconsin, it's just taverns and Harleys. We are back. $105 miles.
Right over there. Okay, Scotch ale and some sort of pilsner. You got Scotch? Scotch ale. And I can verify that there's still some left.
Figure out if it tastes good or not.
Okay, this is the little after party, and people are trickling in. I think most of the shorter route riders have come and gone. And just had a little sandwich and a Coke. And yeah, thanks for watching. You know, it's a nice little day for a 100-mile bike ride. Nice Century, benefiting Bikes for Kids Wisconsin. Again, you know, this is an organization that I really love. So go ahead and, you know, if you were going to send me a super thanks or whatever, I mean, go ahead, send me a super thanks. But no, go ahead, give them the money. There'll be a link in the description for you. Bikes for Kids Wisconsin, they give away thousands of bikes a year, something I'm really proud of. I have a whole pile of bikes that get dropped off at my bike shop or whatever, and I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times a year I put them in the van and haul them off, and then they have volunteers go in and clean them all up and then give them to kids and give them another second life. And then now they're doing so many other things, like we heard from Christy. And Bombay Bicycle Club, 100 miles in the Driftless on a beautiful day. Look at that view up here at Brigham Park, truly a special place in southern Wisconsin. But for yourself, the number one thing you should do, go out, click yourself a notification button so you and your bikes can stay tuned.